Electric cars. They're the way of the future, right? The problem is the future costs a lot, but what if I told you there's an electric car that's easy on the wallet? Say hello to the Leapmotor T03, a small electric car with a tiny price tag. Could this be the electric car everyone can afford? Let's see. Now I know what you're thinking, a cheap electric car? It's probably slow as molasses and feels like it's made of cardboard. Well, I'm here to test the T03 and see if it's just a cheap fake or a hidden treasure. The Leapmotor T03 has a lot to prove. Can a car this affordable really compete with the big names in electric cars? That's what we're here to find out. Our goal is simple, to see if the T03 is worth your money. But the T03 has some big challenges. The biggest one? Price. Can a car this cheap really be good and have cool features? And what about how well it's made? Will the T03 fall apart after a few trips? We need answers to these questions. Let's talk about the big thing everyone's thinking. The T03 is cheap, super cheap, but does that mean it's made with cheap stuff? That's what we're going to find out. We'll be checking out how well it's built, what it's made of, and what it looks like overall. Now, I'm not expecting a luxury car, but for a budget electric car, the T03's inside is surprisingly nice. The materials aren't fancy, but they don't feel flimsy or cheap either. And the overall design is modern and simple. Time to see what this little electric car can do. We're taking the T03 out on the road to test its performance. Can it handle city streets and highways easily? Let's find out. Now, I'm not expecting it to be a race car, but the T03 is surprisingly quick around town. It's got enough pep to keep up with traffic and even pass other cars when you need to. And on the highway, it drives comfortably at higher speeds. Section 5, Feature Fiesta. Is the T03's tech any good? These days a car is more than just wheels and an engine, it's like a computer on wheels. So, how does the T03 do with tech stuff? You might be surprised. Even though it's cheap, the T03 comes with lots of features. You get a big touchscreen, smartphone connection, and even some fancy driver assistance systems. It's not quite as high-tech as a Tesla, but it's impressive for a car this affordable. Section 6. Surprising Discoveries, the T03's Hidden Strengths. As we keep driving, we're finding some surprising things about the Leapmotor T03. It's bigger inside than it looks, the ride is surprisingly comfy, and it can go pretty far on a charge for a small electric car. This little car is full of nice surprises. It's not trying to be something it's not. It's a practical, affordable, and surprisingly good electric car that could change the game for people who want to save money. Section 7, the final verdict. Is the Leapmotor T03 worth your money? So, after testing the Leapmotor T03, what's the final say? Is it worth your money? Simply put, yes. The T03 is a surprisingly good car for the price. It's not perfect, of course, but for what it costs, you get a lot of car. If you're looking for an affordable and practical electric car, the Leapmotor T03 is definitely something to think about. Section 8. Lessons learned. What we discovered about the T03. We've learned a lot about the Leapmotor T03 while we've had it. It's a surprisingly capable and well-rounded car that's a good deal. It's not the fastest or fanciest electric car out there, but it's a solid choice for people watching their wallets. If you're looking for a cheap and cheerful electric car, the T03 is definitely worth checking out. Just don't expect it to be super exciting. Section 9. Ready for more electric adventures? So, there you have it. The Leapmotor T03, a surprisingly good electric car for a surprisingly low price. But there are other affordable electric cars out there. If you want to see another one, check out our next video on the Dacia Spring. See you next time.